Good morning, students of class 9. Today we are going to discuss about the four Vedas, okay, and we will also discuss their importance, the importance of Vedas. Then we will discuss the epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, and we will also discuss its importance. Yes, so we all know that there are four Vedas, and the Rig Veda is the oldest Ved among them, and it was compiled during the early Vedic period. Yes, and the other three that are Samved, Yajurved, and Atharvaved, they are actually compiled in later Vedic period. Okay, so let's talk about the Rig Vedic period. The Rig Ved. Okay, Rig Ved, as we have discussed, that it is the oldest Ved and it was compiled during early Vedic period. Okay, it has 1028 hymns. It is very important. 1028 hymns. Yes, and it is divided into 10 mandals. Yes, so 10 books we can say. So what is hymn? Hymn actually is a prayer to the God. Okay, so in this Ved we can say there are many prayers and months, okay, which were dedicated to the gods like Indra, Agni, yes, Surya, we can say, yes, and some of the mantra is recited to this day also, like Gayatri mantra. Yes, so Gayatri mantra we all know that it was composed by Vishwamitra. So Vasishtha and Vishwamitra were the two important sages of that time. Okay, so in this way we have just understood that in Rigvedic period there were hymns, prayers, months dedicated to different gods. Yes. Next thing, Samved. Sam means melody. Yes. So to the prayers, to the hymns, we can say tune was just developed, added to the prayers and months. Yes. So we can say like dhun. Yes, a kind of music we can say was entered while just reciting the prayers and months. Yes, and the next thing is the next Ved is Yajurved. Okay, so it contains hymns concerning sacrifices like Rajasui Yagya, Sumedh Yagya. So these were actually the sacrifices. Okay, and rituals. So about the rituals and sacrifices, to know about these yagnas, we can just read out the Yajurved. Okay, how these rituals were performed. Yes, which by performing these yagnas, we can say sacrifices, the pronunciation of the months were used to be just very correctly. Yes, and so we can say these were divided. This was divided into two. The whites actually were contain the hymns, and the black which contains the commentaries. So Yajurved was all about sacrifices and rituals. Then we have Atharvaved. It contains around 731 hymns and that deal with the spells and magic. So we can say Jadu, Tunna, such kind of tantric. Yes, so tantra mantra, these kind of things were just found in Yatharvaved. Yes, and besides the power of ghosts and spirits is actually discussed in that Vedas. The hymns deal with Gyan, knowledge, Karma, Upasana. Yes, some hymns also deal with medicinal treatment of various diseases. Okay, so this is very important. Medicinal disease, Atharvaved. So we can say the medicines were just prescribed at that time for the various diseases, in the Atharvaveda. Okay, so in this way we have just seen that what the three actually the four Vedas give information. Yes. Next thing we are going to discuss about the importance of Ved. Just we have discussed one by one each of the Vedas. Okay, so what were the informations that were provided by each of the four Vedas? Actually, these are the importance of Vedas. We can say, we can see that at that time the Rigvedic Ved, the Rigvedic god, the most important god at that time was Indra. Okay, so Indra was the god of we can say rain. Yes, and at that time we can, so Indra, rain, god of rain, it means that people used to do agriculture. Yes, they wanted rain. Yes, and that's why they needed rain, and for this the Vedic people, we can say here that they personified the nature, the clouds. Yes, we all know that cloud brings rain. Yes, so the nature is was just personified as God. Yes, in history we can say the Hindus actually they transformed the nature into the God. They personified the nature into the God. Yes, so Indra became the most important god at that time. So just become the agriculture, we can say. Yes, he was also called Puramdar. It means the protector of the breaker of the forts. It means that during going to the war, the Vedic people just prayed to the god to just gain the victory. Yes, so in this way, for just to fulfill these kind of desires, yes, we actually made God, we can say here. Yes, during Vedic period. Yes, Agni was also very important god. We all know that Agni is just lighted in for sacrifice for yaks, and it was considered the mediator between the god and the performer of the sacrifice. Yes, the messenger of the people to the god, we can say Agni was just used in this sense. Yes, and next thing, the cow. Yes, the cow actually was the most important animal of that time, Vedic period, and at that time the wealth was how many number of cows you have. Okay, so Godhan actually we can say. So the people were just counted as rich as the people who had actually many cows. Yes, and bulls were used in plowing fields. So that's why cow became important during the Vedic period, and we still practice today this trend. Yes. So one hymn in the Rig Veda has also refers to the four worms order of the society. We can say four order of the society, that is Brahmin, we all know, priest class, then Kshatriya, the warriors, then Vaisya, who were involved in trade, and they were business classes, and Suds, who just performed the mean work at that time, we can say. Yes, so Brahmin, Kshatriya, they were considered, and Vaisya, they were considered, and they were Aryans, and Suds were considered as non-Aryans. Yes, so in this way we can see the society, yes, was divided on the basis of occupation at that time, but this became rigid in the latter Vedic period, as we all know. Yes, so the Vedas actually gave information about the Vedic society. Yes, then religious information it also provides us, and the political system we can also say, because the kings used to perform Rajasi Yagya and just Asumedh Yagya we have just listened during the story of Ramayana. It was performed, yes, and the priests were just granted many cows as gifts, okay, and many dakshinas they got. So that's why it is said that the Brahmins actually made the rituals and sacrifices. They just invented many months and prayers and rituals just to get the money and the wealth from the kings, we can say, yes. We can say, not say the history says like this. So in this way, Vedic period, the political system, we can say there was a king, economic system, we just saw that pastoral life was there, yes, social system we discussed. So these are the importance of the Vedas, which give us a lot of information about the Vedic period. Okay, next thing, that epics. There are two epics of Hindus, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Yes, first we will talk about Ramayana. It was just compiled during 3rd BC, okay, 3rd century BC by Maharshi Valmiki, we all know. Yes, and the story revolves around the Lord Rama. Yes, actually he was the king. He became the king of Ayodhya, and he was the son of King Dasrath, yes, and he was the eldest son, and Dasrath was the king of Kosal, and the capital was Ayodhya. Okay, so the king Dasrath wanted that the eldest son Ram would be the king of the kingdom, but Dasrath's wife Kekai wanted that her son Bharat would be the king. Okay, and during the story, it happened that the Dasrath had to accept the we can say the demand of Kekai, and as per the promise that Dasrath gave to Kekai during an event, and according to that, the Ram had to go to exile in forest for 14 years, and the Bharat would become king. Okay, so we all know the story of Ramayana. What happened? Ram, along with his wife Sita and his younger brother Lakshman, also went to the forest. Yes, and there they spent the 14 years of life, and when they reached near Godavari, they met with Rakshas, and a fight just broke between among them. Yes, and Sugriva, Hanuman, they helped in the fight and against the Ravan, who was the just king of Rakshas. Yes, and in this fight, Ram got the victory. Yes, but what is the importance? This is the story, but what is the importance of this epic Ramayana? It actually tells us the high ideal family value of Vedic family value of Vedic period, we can say. Yes, that how much the sons used to be just loyal, we can say, how they just kept their words, okay, how they just disciplined towards their father. Yes, once king promised that to promise to Kekai that he will send to Ram to the forest. So he fulfilled his words. He did not deny like today. Yes, and see the son, the Ram. It just tells us that how we should be. Okay, once his father told, he once just accepted, and he just went for 14 years, and he just lived a difficult life there with his wife Lakshmi, Sita. The dedication of wife towards her husband we can see here nowadays we can we all know. Okay, Lakshman also went with Ram. It also says that how much the brotherhoodness was there, how much the love was in just between the two brothers. Yes, and nowadays we just see that the brothers are just enemy of each other. So this family values was there at that time we can say, and this thing actually Ramayana says us. Yes, and in the fight with just wrong, the Ram just got victory against Ravan. Yes, and these are the necessary things are just given by the necessary message given by the Ramayana, and if we follow these things in our life, then actually we are following the religion. Okay, the words give. We should follow, we should obey the words of our father. Yes, how the family should be, the respect, the love should be among the members of family. So this, okay, the next story was Mahabharata. We all know that there was king of Hastinapur, Dhritarashtra. Yes, and his brother Pandu. Dhritarashtra, he had 100 sons, Gaurav, and Pandu had 5 sons. Yes, and we all know that they were called Pandavas. Yes, so actually for the property, the fight broke down. Yes, earlier Dhritarashtra said that the Yudhishthir, the eldest son of Pandu, will be the just king of that kingdom. Okay, because among all the cousins he was the eldest. But Dhritarashtra, after that he wanted that Duryodhana would be the king. Yes, so in this way at that time, for the property to become the king, we can see the fight actually started among the family members, among the own family members. They were just cousin to each other. Yes, and we all know that in this fight, finally Kaurav just refused to give a single village to the Pandavas. Yes, and during the course of the story, we have also seen that Yudhishthir in the game of dice lost her wife. Yes, Draupadi. Okay, so all this drama just happened, and finally the Arjun was a very just brave, we can say, and under the guidance of just Sri Krishna, he fought against their own family members. Yes, and during the war, Bhagavad Gita, we all know the principles were just given by Krishna to Arjun, and after listening to the words of we can say Krishna, the message of Gita, Arjun became ready to fight against his own family members. Yes, so this was the story of Mahabharata, in which all the brothers of Kauravas were just killed. Okay, and in this war, finally the Pandavas became victorious, and we can say the right on victory and the wrong just lost. Okay, so in this way we saw that if someone is taking our right, if someone is not giving our right, so in any situation, in any case, we must have to protect our right. Yes, and if even our brother is not giving our right at that time, for the sake of just rightness, yes, we should just take strict action. If we have right, and why you will not provide us? Yes, so we must preserve our right at any cost. Okay, so this was the message of actually the Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna, and that's why the Arjun became ready to fight against his own elders, okay, his brothers. Yes, so this kind of message, the importance of the epics we have discussed. So in the next topic we will discuss the rest things. Okay, so till then, goodbye, thank you.